That's definitely the best way to do it. His eyes are like that. Punch to the face. Hope nobody was in that building, man.
This opening was about one fucking day.
You're right, it was. The wall. That's exactly what I thought this episode was about. Well, geez, now I can believe it. Please have them, like, crash through the building or something. Yes! Oh. Oh no, but they probably died, and then it's not as funny. Oh, okay, they're alive. Now it's even better. Oh,
well, no, that guy's alive. Everyone else just got squashed.
Okay, that's a little sad, because I wanted them all to see that. I know, there's one guy alive. They fought once!
And so far his record is 0-1. Less talking, more following.
Too busy talking.
But Armin's right. Yeah, like you guys helping.
I like that they pay attention to that.
Mm-hmm.
So much building destruction. It's like fucking Superman.
Yes, but it's appropriate here because everyone dies in this show.
True. Of course, there has to be a little girl sad. I have to take responsibility? Damn it. Guess I have to let you live. I don't get why they just have him, Hawkeye, help and then arrest him afterwards. He likes to tell himself that a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Uh-oh, did he upgrade?
I don't even know what just happened. But he's on
Digi-evolution.
fire now.
Hey, he's got blue eyes now. See, he did evolve. He's totally unfazed. She got there fast. Is she gonna evolve too? They're fusing.
The fuck?
There's no way anyone...
Yeah, no one could have read that fast enough.
If it's, like, destroyed blades before, I don't know why they think they would work now. I kind of like how everybody in the show has, like, slightly different noses.
False. She's no longer operating within your city. It's like in the first episode's opening shot.
I thought something was gonna happen just then. Is that implying that there's more than one?
No, that's apparently what they think.
Guess that makes sense. That damn key. All the memories. She didn't climb up that high. Okay. Alright. That was a little confusing. So, ignoring that last part for a second. Okay, take a little breather. So, apparently, Annie's dad is somehow involved in her motivation.
Great detective work.
Yes, I know. I'm a genius. Modern day Sherlock. How much about the dad do you actually know? Like, do you know more spoilers?
No, not about the dad specifically.
Do you know more about Annie?
Nothing substantial.
Oh, well, alright. So, clearly he's all like, hate the world because I'm the best thing in it. And,
I wouldn't really describe what he said as that, but okay.
That still doesn't really answer much for her motivations, because I feel like the dad might have done something, because I don't remember the exact words now, but...
Well, it was like, I was wrong.
Yeah, like, I was wrong or whatever, and she was clearly upset. I don't know. There's obviously more there, but...
Dude, wouldn't it be funny if the dad is the same dad as Eren's dad?
That would be funny.
If he had like a separate family and
that
he made them both
funny.
into Titan turn
But
shifting people.
It didn't look like him though.
Yeah, I know.
But
and I really don't think it's that.
Yeah, no, but it'd be funny.
It would be hilarious.
Maybe that's how she would have gotten her superpowers then, huh?
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Oh. I thought you just meant in general. Fine.
I know more in general about kind of like the enemy side of things, but only as much as was known whenever I last read up on the spoilers a few months ago.
So they believe that there are more enemies.
I mean, at this point, like, given what was known about the Wall Titan and or the Colossal Titan and the
Luna,
the Armored Titan, both of those, I would have kind of figured if I was them that there's a good chance those were intelligent.
Yeah, I would. Well, I mean, we know that they're intelligent, but
I mean, and thus presumably possibly Titan. Like,
I mean, that's where I'm kind of at right now. But it's still, I don't get the why, because it's like if you are.
Especially when you think about it, because the Colossal Titan appeared with a little bolt thing as well.
No, I know.
Okay.
Which is like, if you're a part of humanity and you're like, you are essentially human and everything, but it's like, are you doing the BSG thing where it's like, oh, I just discovered that I am a toaster, therefore I should side with the toasters? Is it like that? Like, I don't understand how.
But only like one of them ever did that.
But like, you're aware that what you're doing would result in the destruction of the human race.
Well, here are some assumptions you're making. One, that the humanity that this pocket of humanity knows about is the only humanity.
Yeah. Well, we've addressed that before.
And then two, for all you know, the Titans were a creation of, like, I don't know, another nation who was like, hey, we're gonna own all the peeps.
Oh, how do you know that it's not like, this is the world of the Titans, and then the humans were actually like the virus that came out, so they're trying to.
Yes, well, the point being, either way, the point is, A, there could be other pockets of humanity with completely other motivations.
I would not be surprised.
There could be other organizations just in general who are responsible for the Titans existing in the first place. There could be interests. There could be interests within, and yes, I wonder that too, but I mean, we don't have an answer. That I know of anyway.
But yes, could be a lot of reasons
there could be,
as
like,
to why
inside this pocket, like, the government could have some super secret plans for keeping the populace in line with terror or whatever.
I'm not sure if Annie would be involved in that, though. It just,
I mean,
including her backstory, just seems so like this is just her individualness, individual personal motivations rather than like.
But I mean, she had some sort of goal for trying to take Eren.
Yeah,
like, there was
that's true.
There's probably a deeper reason for that. And I think whatever like happens with her dad. I mean, admittedly, I'm spoiler biased, but like I think whatever happens with her dad in that conversation, like flashback, that'll probably make more sense in context of other things later.
No, I'm sure.
That'll fit more within like some grander scheme of things. But yeah, I don't think Annie herself is necessarily deeply aware of stuff.
Yeah. So I don't know even what to say. So basically, where we're at, Sailor Titan and Luna are possibly also human peoples. The dad's still missing. We still don't know what's in the basement. We still don't know Annie's complete motivations / why she wanted to take Eren. We still don't know how Mikasa survived all of the times that she fell and like broke all of the bones of her body. That's important. That's on my list.
I don't know how Peachy's voice carries across an entire town.
And Levi's whisper.
And now there's apparently a Titan face inside the wall.
Yeah, whatever the shifts that was. For some reason that made me think of the dad, Eren's dad. I don't know why. But like I see the face and I'm like, huh, Eren's dad. And that was the first thought that came to my mind. I don't know why. But
hey, given that he's got magical injection juice that makes you do
not only that, but magical disappearing powers too. For all we know, that's probably him chilling out in the wall being like, I see everything. But like I don't understand how like the hand things got so high up. It didn't look like she got that high. But
yeah, that's true. I think that's just the animation fail or mistake. Cause
continuity error.
I'm a bit confused by why Annie didn't harden the rest of her fingers when Mikasa came in, especially for the second slice.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But I mean, I guess we could chalk that up to maybe she's exhausted and doesn't have. But she also I don't think she fought like that much.
It doesn't really explain how much effort it takes to crystallize.
Yeah, that's true.
Parts.
It doesn't cover that.
So maybe it's like super effortness to do that. Her face, like when after he crushed it and like broke it and everything, it looks so sad. Yes. Like whenever I saw it, I was like, oh my god, just crush all of my feels. Yeah. And just like when Mikasa cut her fingers or whatever, and you could just like, the face didn't really change, but just suddenly it felt different. And she was like falling, and I was like, oh, so sad. Just everything's sad all of a sudden. And I kind of feel like Mikasa got that too, because I don't know, but like when she was all like just fall or whatever, it was like,
yeah, but I don't think Mikasa got that in any sort of an empathizing manner.
Yeah, I know it's different.
Hers is almost entirely a hateful, vengeful, spiteful
she
sort
could
of
still
thing.
be aware of the sad,
I know,
but just choose to ignore it.
I know.
And I'm not really sure how her crystallizing really works, because it's like, would she suffocate A? How would she ever get out 2?
I think since she's in some weird ass stasis.
Is it like cocoon type thing?
Yeah.
One day she'll pop out and become a beautiful upgraded Titan butterfly?
Maybe.
What was up with that, by the way? I feel like there's something with that, with who was speaking too with the whole I hate everything, I mean to kill everything, because it sounded like Eren. Yeah. Which was a little confusing, because it was right after the dad of Annie was all like, you should hate everything. So I was like, why is Eren now saying hating everything and killing everything? That was weird to me. But anyway, he freaking like digivolved, and I don't really understand where that came from. Freaking like green eyes and normal body to blue eyes and like charcoal body like, on fire. And shit,
yeah. That needs more explaining.
His teeth changed too. Did
you
notice
they got pointy.
Yeah, and they like separated more.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's just his fucking Titan power. Chick gets crystallizing.
Yeah, I was about to say Chick gets like, crystallizing and
more
he gets...
rage.
As if Eren could get any more ragey. Apparently he can. Maybe that's why he upgraded from I want to kill all the Titans to I want to kill everything.
I think that's actually like hinting at some deeper issue with his Titan transforming.
Like it. Yeah.
First of all, this is the first time that his eyeballs had like his eyes had the marks left over after he was pulled out.
Was it?
Yes.
He hasn't marks before?
I don't think he had. Well, we did not see one way or the other when Annie pulled him out the last time, so maybe he was starting to have them then, but in previous scenes, no.
I thought he did. Okay.
So that was the thing, because...
I didn't think it was that far spread, but I meant like just a little bit or something left over. Whatever, it doesn't matter, continue.
Point is, I mean, this could be indicative of him. I mean, I've like seen this mentioned before as a thing, so...
Spoilers?
Kind of, but...
Should I plug my ears?
I presume the spoilers are only in so much as people made the assumption based on this.
Okay.
That, you know, every time he transforms, he seems to fuse, like, more with
Oh, you mentioned that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the first time he was transformed, his eyes were, like the very first time,
but now
he could open his eyes inside, and now he's got, like, his eyes fused.
Yeah, I actually remembered that when I saw the scene with his really creepy smile.
Yeah. And this time, he's not only... he's got like the little burn / I don't know, skin torn marks, where the things were fused to him. And also, he clearly had that little like personality flip towards the end, or not flip, but extra step of raginess, which is interesting. Yeah, I just think that this could very well mean that every time, like, or just as a possible thing going along with transforming is that the risk of like ingraining into like
I mentioned that earlier too, of like the more times they transform,
I mean that's one of the reasons we could expect, like, I mean, this kind of goes back to this whole same assumption of why are the Titans the way they are in the first place, and why is that one spot their weak spot. Could very well be that people once transformed into them and then like got stuck fused into them.
They get all these shitty tiny like derpy bodies, and then Eren and Annie get these like kick-ass super muscle.
Well, that's why you can't be a first adopter. That's all this crap to begin with.
Never be the first one to like go into those experiments. Always have somebody else try it before you. But speaking of like fusing into Titanness, what was up with that fusing earlier?
Yes, what was up with that, Sam? Explain it to me.
Explain. Okay, well, they were sitting in a very precarious position, and then he was all like, rawr, and then she was all like, cry face, and then he was all like, oh shit face, I have the feels, and then he was like, pause, and I don't remember if it was starting to smoke then or not, but then she like crystallized, I think.
She started at the same time as when the fusing started happening.
Yeah,
that's when,
I guess. But
then, first you had the rush of steam. You had the immediate rush of steam.
Yeah, I just didn't remember the order.
And then you had everyone being like, gasp, and then they were fusing, and then there was shots of the crystallizing starting as the fusing started.
I didn't even think of fusing at first. I thought like maybe he was done with the body and she was done with the body, and then
I thought one of them had just like
general
expired.
Decay or something.
Or like maybe I figured maybe she was doing whatever the hell the like I didn't think of it this articulately at the time, but I thought maybe she was doing what the the Colossal Titan has done in the times that it just disappears after it's finished with its attacks.
Yeah.
Because the previous time we saw that with Eren about to slice him, he just massive burst of steam and then he's gone. And I thought maybe she still had enough like control left to try to escape again. Admittedly, I knew this episode ended with her being captured, but that would have been kind of impressive too. Mm-hmm. But I also knew exactly how this episode ended and I just forgot. So that's just me being stupid. Because, I should have remembered that she crystallizes into the thingy.
Yeah, I'm not even sure what... I don't know, it's so random. And I don't know, I didn't even notice or anything until, who was it, Armin? Was like, they're fusing! It's just like, what show are we watching now? I don't know, it just seems so different.
Fusion Titans.
Fusion Titans. Oh no, it's gonna be a spin-off.
I'm
their
just
bodies
thinking
melting into each other. Like that was my first initial thought after he said that. I'm like,
I mean
that's
kind of what it
because it goes back to they're done with the bodies, therefore it's decaying, and then that's the fusion. But
that's kind of basically what ended up happening right afterwards.
Is that what it was?
Well, no, but like right afterwards they went ahead and decayed.
Yeah, like right afterwards. That's what it looked like. But,
so maybe that was part of it. But I think.
But I don't know if that meant something more. Like, oh no, she's doing something, or he's doing something.
Here's the closest thing to a working theory I have. I think that.
Like, do you
first of all,
know?
no, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
The fact that there was first of all, they had parallels between their thought processes, as we discussed already. The whole destroy everything, whatever, for him, and then them fluctuating between those, and then right after that, pretty much is when she's already pretty much completely done and exhausted and destroyed with her body. And maybe something about the fact that they're both Titan shifters and the fact that she has that power, but she couldn't, I don't know, maybe there was some way that she was able to use his body to power her own to do the crystallizing part.
That's interesting.
That's the closest thing to a thing that I can figure out to make sense of that.
Yeah,
or alternatively, just there was something about their mindsets being similar or somehow in sync because, oh, hey, we're Titans and we can do this too.
I don't know. I feel like there's some sort of connection between the two of them.
Oh, possibly. The other thing is that there's another thing pertaining to Eren I mentioned once, and it is a spoiler, so I'm not going to say any more on it than that. But this may have to do with his other thing that comes up with him later.
This other thing, yes. Exactly. Yes. Is it another Digivolution? Is he get red eyes next?
No, but he has another ability.
Hush.
You were asking a question. You did this to yourself.
You could have just not answered it. That's not that much of a spoiler anyway. Another ability. That's so
Yeah, well, it turns out apparently he has this fucking ability where he fucking blue eyes and.
When I said it earlier, he's got blue eyes now. I was like, Blue Eyes White Dragon was the first thought.
Shows what kind of shows we watch.
Just Sprouts Wings next. I guess any final thoughts about the Wall Titan? Its nickname, Wall Titan.
I know that people interpret. Well, I don't know if this is based on future information.
Is this actually in the manga too?
Yes. This is definitely a major part of
Oh, okay.
the canon.
Because I know that apparently some other comments were made that like things were different in the manga than, I mean, obviously things are going to be different, but apparently noticeably different.
Maybe this part. I mean, like, from what I've heard, this should be consistent because I've never seen any mention of this being different from manga.
I don't know, because just watching, had I not known that this was significant or anything, like had somebody not told me that like there's a thing and this is important, I would have just assumed that like, oh, that's just one of those joke ending things that sometimes shows put in at the end.
Oh, like, look, go to Titan face. That
yeah,
is,
I mean, that would have been what I would have thought after the whole dad just a Titan in the wall thing. But aside from that,
I wouldn't expect that from this show.
No, yeah,
because I don't see the show doing something like that.
I don't know. But now that I know it's significant, it's just like, yeah, that's got to be something.
So, spoilers aside, we know there's one face. What looks like a Titan inside the fucking wall.
Is it cheating to go back and like just pause on the screen?
No.
Okay.
I've seen the one frame of it before. It's not. Oh, we still have to go back and read the damn text through the.
That was stupid.
They freaking pasted a novel, 2 of them in the middle of like on both ends of the commercial break. You can't do that. No one's gonna be able to read that. It's just asinine. Guitar.
Okay, that's kind of what I thought, that it looked like an older face. But, I mean, that could just mean that it was there forever. Wait, hold on a second. Aside from that's really creepy to pause on that frame.
Dude, just imagine, like, when people are gonna wake up and somebody's gonna look up at the wall.
I didn't even think about that. But is this, like, a hole in the wall, like, through the wall? Or is this, like, a hole that's like in the middle of
I think it has
like
to
it doesn't
be
go
just.
all the way through.
I think it can't be a through and through hole
because it doesn't look thick
this
enough
wall's
for one,
way. Yeah,
but
the walls are like way thicker than what she would have penetrated with her fingers.
I mean, my first initial thoughts when I saw like the flash of the face was, aside from that, it's the dad, was that it looked like an old face, and then pausing now, it's like, yeah, it looks like an older face.
It does kind of look older.
Actually, that nose looks really weird too. It's like the nose looks like it's like this. Like really high up on the face.
Yeah. I think it's just because everything from the nose down looks like it's longer than it should be.
Oh, but look how close it is to the eye.
Yeah.
Noses aren't like that.
I guess. I mean, Titans are never properly proportionate.
That's true.
That's interesting. I don't know if because like I don't know off the top of my head how reasonable it would be for an arbitrary Titan face to look kind of like this an old face, but
2 things.
It looks tired, but that also makes sense.
Yeah, but 2 things.
Because they're apparently solar
I'm gonna
powered.
forget the 2 things. Go. Okay, first thing, Annie. Did she potentially do this on purpose when she climbed on this specific spot? Like, did she run toward this spot because, aside from Eren chasing her, that she knew that this thing was there, and she started climbing because at this like spot because she knew it was there? Second thing. I don't remember if I'm misquoting this or misremembering this, but I thought Hot Guy mentioned earlier that they wanted to lead her to a specific part of the wall.
Yes. Yes, he did.
Ooh. Ooh. I think y'all know where I'm going with this. That, maybe he
Hot Guy something. Wants to liberate his Titan wall friends.
It'd be so funny if Hot Guy was the Titan.
Oh, that would be awesome.
He was like, he's the top Titan. He's the colossal Titan. Tricked you, bitches!
I don't think the colossal Titan is like the leader. I don't
know.
Maybe.
Whatever the leader Titan is Hot Guy, and that'd be so funny. Oh, that'd be too funny. Psych!
Yes, this was interesting.
I can't leave it on that frame. That's so creepy.
That's an awesome frame.
No, I'm closing it. It's so creepy.
Yeah, that was the thing. So I mean, the other thing we don't know now is is there only this Titan, or are there other Titans?
In the wall?
Yes.
Oh, that's so creepy.
Is it just like a wall made up out of Titans with the wall around it?
Oh god, that's that's so creepy. I don't know why, but that's just really creepy for some reason.
Dude, can you imagine if there's like bodies inside our walls? That would be so weird.
No, but not only that, but the fact that it looks like alive.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a buried alive aspect too. So creepy.
Well, you remember they're solar powered, right? And then if you keep them in the dark, they just pretty much
just sleep.
Yeah. So that's probably what they're doing, or what. But then
why was his eye open? Then does he sleep with his eye open?
Does it even have an eyelid? It doesn't look like it did.
Do they?
Not all of them, I'm guessing. I mean, Eren doesn't. Pretty sure.
Huh.
I've never seen Eren blink.
I can't remember now the episode with Titan Chick, where
I think Titan
was
Chick
like,
has.
No, but remember when they were showing that whole explanation about all the Titan info that they have?
Yeah.
But I don't remember if they showed like the Titans actually with their eyes closed or if they were just like relaxed.
Ah.
I don't remember now.
But the point is, you know, if you
But
don't,
yeah,
if
but
they
sleep,
don't,
so.
yeah. So that could be well just that they're just like in, or it at least.
I could also
we don't
explain
know if
why it
there's
looked
others.
old and tired.
Yeah.
Now it's just sad and creepy.
You know, I can't bring myself to have a problem with Annie having crystallized herself because the alternative is her having probably been tortured indefinitely, and I'm okay with this. Her being crystallized.
Yeah, for that. But then also just general like plot story wise, like in terms of me being a fan and watching the show, I think I'm kind of okay with that too. I don't know, like this conclusion, this break off of the first season seemed both like it still had like a lot of questions and everything, but I feel like okay, yeah, that's the end of the first season. I can accept that. But sometimes, like, you know, sometimes, but given like previous episodes, you know, they're like, oh, big thing, and then they cut it off, kind of thing. So this is a fairly decent conclusion.
Yeah, I mean, it's still cliffhanger as shit, but it's not.
Yeah, but it's not like
middle of an action shot cliffhangers like
Yeah.
they've been loving to
it's
do
still
half
like
the time.
breathe kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
Final thoughts on first season. Go.
It's okay.
It was okay.
I'll allow it.
I'll allow it. Those are your thoughts.
I mean, it's a good show. It does things well and unconventionally. I'm sure there's others that do things similarly well,
yeah.
but it's not often that you see a show that deals with kind of. Like, this is partly why I liked Battlestar Galactica and certain other
The
shows that I
human
ended up liking.
aspect
It's that it's people being the shits that we are
Yeah.
in various like shitty circumstances,
Just
but
being
at the
real
same
and
time.
everything.
Yeah, but at the same time, here every once in a while you find somebody who's actually like either at least partially genuinely good or like really dedicated to something good, and so you still have that like uplifting part of it, and it's realistic because it's still, you know, people like that do happen, but it's in the midst of a bunch of people being shitty, and and most of the time it's people being shitty because that's just what the circumstances have required of them, because the entire world is a crapsack world sort of thing.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that you mentioned that, because I was actually going to say, as my initial thoughts of like the first season as a whole, that I haven't seen a show that does things like this before, but then you mentioned VSG again, and I was like, oh yeah. So, I mean, pretty much this and VSG, like you don't normally see shows that
Battlestar
do
Galactica,
this.
by the way, to anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about with VSG.
Yeah, and so it's just kind of interesting to see that. I don't know, it just feels so real and genuine with the people and their reactions and the situations. I mean, not like the supernatural aspect of the Titans, but I mean, you get what I mean.
Yeah,
and
everything works that well into how people would probably react.
Yeah, and so that's nice. I like that. For the feels aspect, obviously I don't like them killing everyone, but as like a story and plot, and like from a writer's perspective, it's just like, yeah, I actually kind of like that they're taking these risks and doing this.
They're doing it the way it would probably.
Yeah, of like
it's fairly
So again, it goes back to like the realistic aspect of the show, and that's
people letting die, especially in combat.
And I mean, if you're probably to watch the whole thing back to back, it would probably flow pretty smooth. Instead of like, you know, where we have those gaps where it's like episode 3, which is slow and draining. And
I mean, yeah, that's the thing. If you just like glaze through episode 3 and go on to the next one,
or just,
you wouldn't
you
even
know,
mind.
the other, I don't remember which other ones were slow too, but yeah, but so
because I mean that's the thing, is a lot of them were just like episodes that if you had just watched a couple of them together, they would have been fine. Yeah. It's like I think for episodes either 4, 6, somewhere between 4 and 6.
Point being that I think if you just watched it all as one, it would flow pretty nice. Yeah. And that's good. And pretty good animation, pretty good music, pretty good characters, lots of feels. Excited for season 2. Look at that face, he's so excited.
It's my excited face.
Anyway, I will put updates and stuff, like either in the description or I'll do another video just explaining about future plans and stuff.
We're probably going to do the OVAs and the...
Yeah.
Frack knows when, but sometime hopefully before season 2 starts.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But anyway, whatever. Information will probably be in the description eventually. / I'll probably just more likely make a video explaining it because there's lots of details. So aside from that, thanks for watching all these videos, and we hope you enjoyed going through season 1 with us. And
why is there a Titan face in the wall?
We will see you guys sometime in the future. Bye.
It's not often that you see a show that deals with kind of